In a move that has sparked both relief and controversy, President Donald Trump announced that 2 survivors of a U.S. military strike on a submarine in the Caribbean Sea are being sent back to their home countries, Ecuador and Colombia, rather than facing legal proceedings in the U.S. This decision, Trump claims, avoids a potentially messy legal battle while advancing his administration's aggressive stance against drug cartels. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump insists the submarine was carrying fentanyl and other illegal narcotics, framing the strike as part of his broader war on cartels, which he equates to terrorist organizations. Is this a justified act of self-defense, or does it overstep legal and ethical boundaries? The strike, which occurred on October 18, 2025, marks the 6th such operation in the Caribbean since the Trump administration intensified its efforts to curb the flow of illicit drugs into the U.S. over the summer. In a social media post, Trump labeled the survivors as terrorists and declared they would face detention and prosecution in their home countries. This approach sidesteps a legal challenge that could have questioned the administration's authority to use lethal force against drug traffickers, who, under U.S. law, are considered unarmed combatants with the right to contest their detention in court. Trump's justification for these actions hinges on his assertion that the U.S. is in an armed conflict with drug cartels, a claim he presented to Congress as a legal defense. He argues that cartels pose an imminent threat to national security, akin to terrorist groups. However, this interpretation has raised eyebrows among legal experts who argue it may not hold up in court. And this is the part most people miss. If the survivors had protested their status as unlawful combatants, the case could have landed in a courtroom, potentially undermining Trump's rationale. By repatriating them, the administration effectively keeps the matter out of the legal system. The escalation in the Caribbean has heightened regional tensions, particularly with Venezuela. Earlier this week, Trump openly threatened military action within Venezuela, confirmed CIA operations in the country, and deployed B-52 bombers off its coast. Moves that have further strained relations with a government the U.S. does not recognize as legitimate. Are these actions necessary to combat drug trafficking, or do they risk destabilizing an already volatile region? As Trump continues to expand military operations, the debate over his approach intensifies. While some applaud his decisive action, others question the legality and long-term consequences of treating drug cartels as terrorist entities. What do you think? Is Trump's strategy a bold step toward national security, or a dangerous precedent? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is one conversation where every perspective matters.